And oh,
there we go.
What is it? What is it? Is it a baby? What is it? A baby boy? Is it a baby girl? Is it?
No, it's a girl.
Is it? Or is it? Or it's not one of those AN other ones, is it?
I don't know.
Those new types of boys and girls that grow. The girls with beards and stuff.
I don't know.
Oh, blimey, that came out quick then.
Yeah, that's galvanic corrosion. Yeah, it's hot.
Oh, goodness me. Solid.
So look, it does. See it move. This is what I was trying to do. Hopefully the aluminium will expand quicker. I'll give it a clout. It's definitely free on the steel part of it, or the iron part.
Yeah. Hello everybody. Why did I say that? I'm just speaking to a camera and I go as if I'm bloody gone on national TV. No, it's not. Look, this is all for fun. You know it's all for fun anyway. And it's just something to look at for prosperity's sake when we're all dead and gone. So look, we're back again here this morning. We took all the bits and pieces off yesterday. A little bit difficult to get the bolt out, that final bolt. I managed to get some another bolt from our lovely Screwfix people. I've had to buy 50 bolts for the princely price of 18 quid to use one bolt. So there you go. Simon's here with me this morning. We're just going to give the engine bay a quick sponge down with an oily rag, just to winterise it a little bit, keep everything at bay. And he's just going to put the bracket on. There he is this morning. He's going to put the bracket on for the alternator. We've put some copper grease on it, everything to stop the corrosion, so that when we have to take it to pieces again in another 35 years time, it comes off quite easily.
And we look like we're 21.
And we still look like we're 21.
Yeah, because we've got stem cells.
We won't have petrol cars, mate. We'll go around on hover scooters and monorails in the sky.
Oh yeah.
That's what the government keeps promising us, and that's the way forward, apparently.
Yeah, but we'll have this for fun, won't we?
Yeah, just put it in very loose. The new alternator had to come in from that side because there's a big space there, and little Simon's down there with his little smile. And it looks all good. So there you are. Before we're doing tightening all these nuts and bolts up and everything else, I use this sort of stuff on most of my cars. It's for motorcycles, and it's good for harsh conditions, and that's really quite good. And there's another one I use as well. Used that last year, and it's used for, it's called ACF 50. I think the US Navy use it for aircraft carriers, so if it's good enough for the USS Nimitz, it's good enough for me. Well,
I'll quickly show what happened as well.
Show them? Show them?
The people.
So the audience?
Yeah, the audience. So this is what happened. Because it's been on for like 35 years, there's like a corrosion with the aluminium and the bolt. So what we had to do was, first of all, we put heat on here to try and get this nut off, and we finally got it off, but you couldn't drift it out. It wouldn't move, and you knew that it corroded to this because when you moved the alternator, the bolt moved with the alternator. So what we had to do is push the alternator out of the way, and we undone the mounting for it. So we undid that one there, there's one there, and then there's one above, which you can get to if you can push it out of the way, which is up in there. You can see that. And then obviously then we got it out, and then you saw us earlier on beating 2 bales of crap out of it to get it all apart. But we got it back in. We actually came in from the top on this Mark 1. Just moved the air filter out, and then we could slide it in through here and put it into position. So there you go.
We found out this is probably about 1.5 to 2 inches too small, which is a bit of a nuisance. So I'm going to send that back to the guy on eBay, get my money back on that one, because that's completely the wrong one, and get a new one from my local car factors tomorrow, and just chuck that on there. I've winterized the back end of it now with the super spray that I got, and Simon's just doing that up there. So a quick tip, right, Simon, over to you. Quick tip about alternators on MR2s.
Get someone else to do it.
I didn't mean that. Now, that's a point. We had a word with that, didn't we, about how much would it take if you said to a guy in a garage, can you just change the alternator for me, mate, or just change the fan belt. I mean, changing the fan belt.
That should be easy enough, shouldn't it? But
you wouldn't do that by the side of the road, would you?
you would not. Well, now you would, wouldn't you? Because you know that it'll be free.
I'll tell you what, yeah, that's a top tip for anybody, I reckon, as well. At least we've got an alternator. I know it's not done up properly there, but moves like that.
Yeah.
And that didn't do it last time. No. It was completely seized.
Solid.
Held on by the bottom bolt. So, if anybody's going to do that, check that bottom bolt first of all. Do all your homework. Get it all loosened up if you possibly can, with a view to how to do it. And all is well. Have a little trip out in a couple of weeks' time, end of November. We're going to go across in. Simon's going to go in his little MR2. We've seen that on a previous video, and we're going to take this one as well. We're going to go out to see my great-granddad's grave down on the Battle of the Somme, down near a place called Albert in France, on the Somme, as I say, battlefield, and perhaps recreate some of his steps. It's a well-known day that he died, actually. It was on the 15th of September 1916, and it's the first day they used a very special secret weapon called the tank. But that'd be a wonderful little autumn trip in the MR2 before we all knuckle down for winter. Last and not least, expansion bottle.
Yeah, it's easy enough to just so it stops leaking. So that's on. All you need to do is take that off, pull it out, and then you can get to that and do it. So
yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, easy. So it's
all right, mate.
Yeah.
Well, that's it then. Thanks very much for everything, and I owe you one, Simon. Thank you.